I'd always had this thing that I wanted to meet Tony. I'm a big sports fan. I remember hearing about Andre Agassi and hearing Andre Agassi's testimonial and how he worked with Tony when he was 126 in the world and then came up to #1 in the world, and he attributed that to Tony. I heard many testimonials, and I was like, this guy's extraordinary. I then became friends with Serena Williams, and she told me firsthand about the sessions that she'd had with Tony and how immediately after these sessions she went from being injured and kind of out of tennis to winning the Grand Slam, the Australian Open. And she told me in about an hour and a half her version of what might have been a 2-hour session, and I was absolutely fascinated by this. And I remember thinking one day I'd really love to meet Tony. It sounds like no matter who you are, no matter how successful, no matter how happy, Tony's got something to offer you. And I then had a chance to meet him. We were in New York, and we were invited to go to the Four Seasons Hotel. He was there doing a course, I presume. I'm not sure why he was there. And we were invited to go up to his hotel suite to meet him and to meet Sage. And he said he had a gift for us. I was like, wow, okay. Well, just to meet him would be something that had been on my mind at this point probably 20 years. So we went up to his room. And, of course, when you first meet Tony, you're immediately bowled over by the sheer size of him. Literally the size of him. Because I'm quite a tall guy, but it's rare that I go, whoa, hey, you're really a big guy. His big hand comes out. And then just the size of his presence and the size of his warmth and the embrace he gives you. I felt like I'd known Tony for 20 years. Now, not just through his tapes and books, but literally known him and been best friends. It was a big hug, and to Deb, and I was with a couple of other friends, and then I met Sage, and the pair of them were just like this bright light. And everything I'd imagined about Tony seemed to be absolutely true, and then some, when I met him in person.